We all go through it. Those times that just test us. They push our buttons, they stretch our patience to its absolute limit, and they make us question pretty much everything. But what if those challenges aren't just random? What if they're actually lessons from four very specific, very powerful teachers? Let's dive into this way of looking at life's toughest moments.
Yeah, we've all heard this one, right? And it's a great quote. It's that perfect reminder of just how resilient we can be. It's about digging deep and finding that strength when you feel like you've got nothing left. It's about endurance. And while that is 100% true, it's really only half the story.
Exactly. What if the challenges we face are actually designed? Not to break us, but to build us up in very, very specific ways. And that's where we can kind of shift our whole perspective. Go from just trying to survive the hard times to actually learning from them.
So in astrology, these tough times are often linked to what are called malefic planets. And I know, that word, malefic, sounds pretty bad, right? Kind of scary. But for today, let's just throw that idea out. Think of these forces, Saturn, Mars, Rahu, and Ketu, not as villains, but as our toughest, most demanding, and honestly, our most transformative teachers.
And this is the key. These are not the teachers who are going to give you a gold star just for showing up. Nope. They are the cosmic drill surgeons. They're the tough love coaches who know that real strength, real growth, it's forged in the fire. It's built under pressure. They provide the resistance that forces our character to grow. All right, so let's meet the first one. This is the master of discipline, the architect of structure. This is Saturn. And when Saturn is running the show, life starts to feel very, very real.
You know what's wild about this? How familiar it all feels. Those relentless deadlines, that feeling of just complete burnout, or dealing with people who seem like their only job is to test every last nerve you have. That's the pressure of Saturn. But look at the other side. Look at the purpose. Those deadlines, they're teaching you discipline. That burnout is teaching you real endurance, how to manage your energy for the long haul. And those difficult people, they're your personal trainers for patience and consistency. Saturn's gifts are for the people who don't quit. Okay, next up. If Saturn is all about structure and doing the hard work, our second mentor is all about action. Let's meet Mars, the fighter. This is the energy of courage, of drive, and yeah, of confrontation. And this just lays it out so perfectly. Mars creates situations where you have to act. You just can't sit on the sidelines anymore. Think about that time you finally had to speak up in a meeting, or that moment you had to make a really tough decision and just own it. That's the challenge. And the breakthrough? That's Mars helping you burn through all that hesitation. It teaches you to stand by your choices, turning that nervous energy into focused, decisive action. All right, so the first two teachers gave us structure and action. Our third teacher, well, this one brings chaos. Let's meet Rahu, the great disruptor. This energy is all about shaking things up, breaking the rules, and turning everything upside down. When Rahu's in charge, life can feel like it's gone totally off the rails. It shows up in these huge, disorienting ways, like a sudden career change you never saw coming, or that overwhelming imposter syndrome that has you questioning if you even belong in the room. It's that urge to take a massive, crazy risk, all mixed with this general feeling of chaos, like the map you were following just burst into flames. But here's the secret genius of Rahu. All that chaos, it's a crucible. When your old way of doing things is just gone, you are forced to innovate. When your comfort zone gets totally demolished, you have no choice but to adapt. Rahu literally throws you into the deep end of the pool so you can discover you know how to swim. It's the ultimate teacher of thinking outside the box. So our final mentor, this one takes us inward. This is the most spiritual of the four, and maybe the most misunderstood. Meet Ketu, the detacher. And Ketu's entire curriculum is about one thing: letting go. Now, Ketu's classroom, it can be a tough place to be. It's that feeling when you suddenly start questioning a life path you've been on for years. It's when you lose interest in goals that used to define you. It's that painful process of detaching from old versions of yourself, and it hurts because it feels like a loss. But the purpose behind it is so profound. It's how you grow beyond your ego. It's how you finally release what's been holding you back and gain this incredible clarity on what truly matters. So after hearing all that, the burnout, the chaos, the pain of letting go,
It's pretty easy to jump to one conclusion. I mean, you have to be wondering, right? Is all of this just some kind of cosmic punishment?
The answer is a hard no. It's not punishment. And here's a really simple way to think about it. Step 1, when you feel that pressure, just acknowledge it. Don't fight it, just name it. Step 2, try to figure out which teacher is in the room. Does this feel like Saturn's demand for discipline, or is it Rahu's chaotic call to innovate? And then, step 3, embrace the lesson. Ask yourself, okay, what is this experience trying to build in me?
Because at the end of the day, that's really the whole point, isn't it? A life without any challenges is a life without any growth. The goal isn't to try and dodge these tough teachers. The goal is to become their best student. It's to show up to class, do the hard work, and earn the incredible wisdom that they're offering.
So the next time you find yourself in a really tough spot, just remember this. That pressure you're feeling, it's not your punishment. It's your curriculum. It is your personal, tailor-made path to mastery.